We're glad you could join us for this edition of Iran. Stay with us and we'll tell you what went on in our country over the past week. Salam. Welcome to Iran. Coming up on this program, marine life entertainment at Milad Tower. Tehran's Geology Museum. The Reza Abbasi Museum. Mosul, a spectacular village. If you've ever been to a marine show or watched marine animals perform on TV, you must have been amazed by the offer of kisses, hugs, handshakes, and especially when the superstars of the show, the dolphins, wave their fins at you with the biggest smiles on their faces. Those smiles are definitely a consequence of dolphin physiology, but they do seem to be the happiest creatures on Earth. Before the dolphins spread the joy, Reza Nayebi is going to have his stress relieved by Dr. Fish.
Fishing is a lot of fun, but I guess we all believe that fish are basically animals that we catch, fillet, and cook. Well, sea animals, to be exact, are so much more than that. They can and are being used for so many more things than just food, yet they are yummy. I will give you guys a small glimpse of some very unique fish and some amazing warm-blooded creatures that reside in the ocean.
Dude, it really tickles. They're literally eating the dead skin off my feet and it's freaking me out.
تخصص این ماهی‌ها به این صورت که هنگام جمع شدن در کنار پای شما دقیقاً روی نقطه عصبی که در بدن شما مشکل داره جمع میشن.
Gara rufa, also called Dr. Fish, are fish that basically nibble on the dead skin of your feet. The fish are used to treat a variety of different things, from psoriasis to even nervous disorders. It is also believed that a session with these fish will even ensure you a better night's sleep. The feeling you get when you first stick your feet in the tank is just unbelievable. It's a mixture of tickling to a smooth scratch-like feel, which is very unique to say the least. Now, let's move on to another group of sea creatures, which are dolphins. Dolphins, though reside in the ocean, are warm-blooded and breathe through an opening on the upper part of their body, which makes them not a fish.
Hi everybody. Okay, I gave you guys a little taste of a little bit of me in the water with little fish. But that was just for fun. Now it is the proverbial showtime. I'm going to give you all of me in the water. Look at these beautiful dolphins.
دلفیناریوم برج میلاد اولین دلفیناریوم غیرساحلی خاورمیانه است که با استفاده از تکنولوژی شبیه‌سازی آب و اقیانوس امکان نگهداری و نمایش پستانداران دریایی رو در پایتخت کشور عزیزمون فراهم آورده. حیوانات این مجموعه هم در سایر نقاط دنیا توی دلفیناریوم‌های دیگه به دنیا آمدن و از اونجا به اینجا منتقل شدن، به هیچ عنوان از حیات وحش صید نشدن.
And you were expecting what? Aquaman? Of course not. It's the R, the E, the Z, Reza. Today, I want to take a look at what it actually feels like to swim with the dolphins. I'm going to enter their world. This is a saltwater swimming pool. We've seen the dolphins. We're going to have some fun. Hopefully, they won't eat me.
Dolphins are extremely smart creatures. Dolphins have a streamlined body adapted for fast swimming. The tail fin, called the fluke, is used for propulsion, while the pectoral fins, together with the entire tail section, provide directional control. The dolphins have absolutely no problems interacting with humans on a regular basis.
دلفین خیلی نزدیک به ما انسان هست، یعنی نسبت به جثه‌ای که داره حجم مغزش نزدیک به ما هستش. خیلی خوب درک میکنن، ناراحت میشن، خوشحال میشن، عصبی میشن. اینا هیچ اجباری تو اجرای هیچ حرکاتی برای این حیوانات اینجا وجود نداره. هر کاری که دوست داشته باشن انجام میدن.
There's an old expression that goes like this. When in Rome, do as the Romans. So when in water, do as the dolphins.
This is going to be great. I'm going to get to swim with the dolphins.
place was great. I got to swim with them. And the dolphins are very lovable and were not bothered at all by me clinging onto them. They actually seemed to enjoy taking me for a swim around the pool. Both dolphins are females. One of them is 2 years old and the other is 5 years old.
If this isn't fun, I don't know what is. This is amazing. Let me show you my Iran. Okay, the big guys are tired. They need a break. As you can see, they're both resting. Now, I'm done swimming with them. Now is the fun time. What am I talking about? I'm gonna change my clothes. This place is gonna get filled with people, and I'm gonna show you guys the dolphin show, of course. I love these guys. They're my little buddies. How cool was that? Me swimming with the dolphins, it was amazing. But this is what it's all about, the nitty-gritty. The get down, get that fun, have a great time. The show is on. The dolphins are gonna excite everyone. I hope you enjoy the show as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. It's a sea lion. She's gorgeous, isn't she? I wonder what her name is. Tell the camera what your name is, buddy. That's some name.
Whoa, the place was crowded and the spectators watched in awe as the dolphins sailed through the air, leaped up, went through hoops, and did amazing tricks and feats. They were very obedient and listened to everything their trainers instructed them to do. I believe the dolphins are trained on a reward system, as they do as they're told and are rewarded with food or snacks. The food or snacks, of course, being small fish.
Wasn't that just awesome with a capital A of sure yes? Hey, you always try your best to tune into the Iran program, and I'll do my best to show you the best of Iran. For the one, the only Iran program. Come on, man, you know who I am. Reza Nayebi. Khoda Hafez.
Every week on this program, we tell you what went on in Iran in less than half an hour. Today, we're going to take you to a place that will tell you what went on Earth in millions of years, and that in less than 5 minutes.
In the very beginning of Earth's history, this planet was a giant, red-hot, roiling, boiling sea of molten rock. Theorists say the Earth is about 4.6 billion years old, formed at about the same time as the rest of our solar system. The oldest rocks geologists have been able to find are 3.9 billion years old.
From ancient times, people have always been eager to find out more about the planet Earth. How and when was the planet made, and how Earth's structures, materials, and organisms have survived and changed over time. We all need to learn more about our planet. After all, we owe it to Earth.
And where better to get more facts and information than Iran's Geoscience Museum in Tehran. With an area of 345 square meters, this museum opened its doors to the public some 60 years ago.
In this museum, 400 stones, 2,000 minerals, as well as over 1,000 fossils are put on display here. 65 ancient tools from different mines across the country, as well as ancient objects belonging to 2,500 years ago, are also put on show here. So let's start from there, shall we?
Iran's ancient civilization, richness of natural resources, and records of ancient mining and metalworking all indicate that the country was among the leading nations in mining activity in ancient times. The items displayed here include ancient oil lamps, footwear, wooden scaffolding, spheres used for breaking down stones, and the remains of a furnace.
همین تنوع مواد معدنی در ایران است که باعث شده مسابقه چند هزار ساله و درخشان معدنکاری رو در ایران شاهد باشیم. اصلی ترین وظیفه ما در موزه علوم زمین سازمان زمینشناسی و اکتشافات معدنی کشور جمع‌آوری، نگهداری و شناسایی سنگ‌ها، کانی‌ها و فسیل‌های مجهولیه که از سرتاسر کشور جمع‌آوری میشه و نهایتاً شناسایی این مواد منجر به شناسایی پتانسیل‌های معدنی و زمینشناسی کشورمون میشه. کشور ایران به لحاظ پتانسیل‌های معدنی و زمینشناسی در منطقه و خاورمیانه رتبه اول رو داره.
The minerals section of the museum is the main part of the hall, which comprises minerals collected from different areas both inside and outside of the country. Iran is a country rich in minerals and one of the most important mineral producers in the world. This richness is closely connected with its geological development and structure. There are 68 different types of minerals in the country. The most important mines include zinc, copper, iron, and lead.
God. It's really heavier than it looks. Oh my God, it honestly fools you. Not possible.
موزه علوم زمین روزانه به گروه‌های دانش آموزی، دانشجویی، مردم عادی و متخصصین و معدنکارهای مختلف خدمات کارشناسی ارائه میکنه و گاه همین خدمات کارشناسی عرضه شده منجر به پیدا کردن مناطق و معادن جدیدی در کشورمون میشود.
به عنوان کسی که کارش بررسی آثار تاریخی و باستانی از این موزه دیدن کردم، برای اینکه مواد معدنی که برای ساخت یک سری از آثار تاریخی مورد استفاده بوده در طول تاریخ ایران رو از نزدیک ببینم.
The museum also displays the country's precious and semi-precious stones, including quartz, amethyst, garnet, agate, and turquoise.
Have you ever seen a meteorite from up close? Well, this one here, which weighs about 5 kilos, came tumbling down to the earth like a fireball. And where do you think it landed? Right in the heart of the Hamadan province in west of Iran.
The fossils in the museum have been collected from all geological periods, starting from the Cambrian to the present. They're divided into two groups of plants and animals collected from different formations of the country.
Hey guys, that is the footprint of a dinosaur that was found in the Kerman province. Now it's estimated that that fossil belongs to more than 90 million years ago. Let's go and have a close look.
The planet Earth has offered a lot to humans through all ages, but as Mahatma Gandhi puts it, Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Podalezgi for Iran.
A hot summer day in Tehran. Busy streets, crowded sidewalks, and a large building that hides itself behind the sycamore trees in Shariati Street. A building that holds a part of Iran's cultural identity within itself. This is the magnificent Reza Abbasi Museum, with relics that date back to nearly 6,000 years. One of the amazing features of the museum is its objects that are so unique and so intact that could rarely be seen in any other museum across Iran, and in some cases in the world.
موزه رضا عباسی سال 56 تأسیس شد. تمامی اشیا از جنس‌های مختلف، دوره‌های مختلف، سفال، شیشه، فلز، توی این مجموعه همشون توی یک کلکسیون دست هم گرد هم اومدن و همه از دوره‌های مختلف هستن. مربوط به یک دوره خاص یا یک مقطع زمانی خاص نیست.
The museum is divided into 5 main sections that include a pre-Islamic hall, 2 Islamic-era sections, 1 hall dedicated to manuscripts, and most importantly, the painting section, which is the main reason that the museum was established at first place, named after Iran's renowned 17th century miniature painter, Reza Abbasi, an artist who created a whole new school in miniature painting during the Safavid era. 3 of Reza Abbasi's paintings are kept in this museum. Unlike other miniature painters of his own time that dedicated their art entirely to the royal court, Reza Abbasi had a completely different approach. That is why he looked at his own art as a strong social media. And he portrayed the lives of ordinary people, such as this man who is sitting and that man who is trying to put on his boots and another boy is trying to help him out. Gold ink and triumphant poses of kings had no place in Reza Abbasi's then pop miniature paintings. Instead, he chose simple men and women in his illustrations, using black ink and rarely a few colors. Other items in the section include various antique miniatures and old illustrations and copies of the Book of Shahnameh, Ferdowsi's famous epic. The manuscript section has a number of rare old books and calligraphies that prepare visitors to take a step further into the collection of pre-Islamic and Islamic-era relics. This amazing piece of relic is called a Raitan. It is one of the most valuable objects on display at the Reza Abbasi Museum. It's made of pure gold and belongs to the Median era some 2,600 years ago. Raitans were considered as objects for drinking, and they usually depicted the head of an animal or a deity that symbolized strength and courage. People believed that if they drank through the Raitan, the power of that creature would be transferred to them. This one resembles the head of a ram, and it clearly indicates how strong and advanced goldsmithing was during the Median era.
اینکه شما می‌بینید مجموعه آثارش خیلی سالمه، اینه که تمامی آثار مجموعه ما از مجموعه داران خریداری شده. ما توی موزمون هیچ چیزی از حفاری نداریم، مثل موزه ملی، موزه ایران باستان که از سایت‌های تاریخی میاد.
Beautiful, isn't it? One of the interesting facts that you may come across in the ancient department of this museum is that how fashionable Iranians had been even during the ancient times. They paid a lot of attention to their lifestyle. That's why people from different social classes always tried to use items in their lives that were beautiful, handy, and artistic at the same time. The conservation department in the museum is in charge of putting these tiny bits and pieces together that are either brought in from the museum's treasury and prepared for future display or from several archaeological sites across Tehran city. Here, experts use science and art combined in order to revive a part of this country's history. Every once in a while, the museum unveils new objects aimed at adding more variety to the collections on display, and most of the preparation takes place at the restoration department. Over 10,000 Persian, English, French, and German books on ancient Persian art, history, and archaeology, as well as the history of Islamic art in Iran, are available at the museum's library. In the Islamic section, relics on display serve as a historical timeline for the evolution of art in Iran after Islam.
چنانچه توریستی بخواد در یک گذر 2 ساعته به طور جدی و تخصصی با انواع و اقسام اشیاء مرتبط به تاریخ هنر فرهنگ ایران آشنا بشه، موزه رضا عباسی پیشنهاد میشه.
What is very interesting is the different periods of Iranian art that are represented in this museum, and only highly priceless objects of the highest quality.
In one word, the museum is a reflection of how events unfolded and people's lives went on among the pages of history in this ancient land.
Reza Abbasi Museum is a treasury that unveils some of the secrets behind the mysterious and unknown corners of Iran's history. A land that always welcomes its visitors with open arms. So if you ever travel to Iran, don't miss visiting this time tunnel. I'm Amir Mehdi Kazemi. See you in Iran.
For those of us living in big cities, it's normal to see apartment buildings cluttered high to the sky. But the closer our houses are getting to each other, the more distant we're getting from our neighbors. By the way, would you mind if your neighbors had to cross through your balcony or your yard every day?
This is the village of Mosul. It is located in the southwest of Rasht, the capital of Gilan province in the north of Iran. Due to being surrounded by foggy mountains and forests, the weather in Mosul is most of the time humid and cold. Mosul is one of Iran's most popular tourist attractions. Every year, thousands of visitors travel to Mosul to see this unique architecture and scenery. These houses are in the mountainous areas of Mosul village. Most of them are two-storied. The roof of each house is the yard of another. The structure of the houses is made of wood, stone, and clay. Nonetheless, they are all earthquake resistant. The traditional houses are decorated with colorful flowers which add to the beauty of the place. This is one of the ancient mosques built in Mosul village. The wooden pillars are adorned with prayers which add to the magnificence of the mosque. Due to the unique layout and structure in Mosul, no motor vehicle can enter the village. The narrow streets and stairs do not let any vehicle enter the region. hospitable people of Mosul keep the local bazaar open till late at night. They work hard to make sure their handicrafts are taken as souvenirs.
We're going to have to sign off now. You know where to keep in touch with us. Our email address is iran@presstv.ir, and Iran Press TV is our Facebook page where my friends upload all the latest features broadcast on Iran. Iran program Press TV on YouTube is where you can find all the features ever produced for this show. Stay well, everyone. God bless you all. Khoda nigahdar.